Hello, and welcome to the March episode of Orion Update. I'm your host, Alana Hart. On today's episode, we'll go to Stadium Drive Elementary to learn about the kindergarten program from kindergarten teacher Erin Kawamoto. We will also hear from Orion Township Clerk Penny Schultz about resources the clerk office provides for residents. First, here's Township Supervisor Chris Barnett and the Lake Orion Village Manager Joe Young to give us an update on what's going on in the Village of Lake Orion. Take it away, Chris.
Thanks, Alana, and welcome again to this episode of Orion Update. So glad you joined us. There's lots of amazing things happening in our community. You're going to get to hear directly from our Elementary Teacher of the Year, Miss Erin Kawamoto at Stadium Drive Elementary, and also an update from the clerk, our clerk Penny Schultz, on some great things happening in our township and our clerk's office. But first, I'm going to welcome our first guest today, Mr. Joe Young from our village manager, the Village of Lake Orion. Joe, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me, Chris. This is great.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm pleased to let our audience know that in the 6.5 years I've been here, I would say the relationship between the township and the village is as good as it's ever been.
Great.
We have an awesome working relationship. We're really excited to partner with our village on lots of great programs and initiatives. But you have quite a bit of things happening downtown, don't you?
Yes, there are. We got 4 construction projects going on, 4 new restaurants coming, along with 24 new residential units. So lots of excitement with the 4-story building. I'm sure everybody's noticed that up there. And Jeff Schmidt with JS Capital is working on getting that completed, hopefully by May. Simply Marcel is going to be moving in there in May, our boutique downtown, so we're excited about getting that. And he's looking to have a restaurant in the first floor as well as the 24 units, and they're going well. The rental's going well, and they're going to be nice upscale apartments, and be exciting to have that take place. And then next door to, we have another restaurant going on with Dia Zarga's putting up a restaurant there that he's working on getting that going.
So Dia Zaraga of Sagebrush fame.
Correct, yes.
He's building that new restaurant. So that the building you're mentioning, it's as you're coming north into downtown, and you kind of veer off onto Broadway, it's right on your left is the tall 4-story building. And then on the north part of that is the 2-story restaurant, right? Right.
And then down at the corner by CJ's, we have Anita's Kitchen coming in, where they're remodeling, expanding existing building there. And the word is they're supposed to be opening in April. So that'll be exciting to have that restaurant with it, the outdoor patio there, which will be great. And so is Dia's restaurant going to have outdoor patio. And then we have M&B, where M&B Graphics was, we're going to have oat soda, which is beer, for those that may not know that. And they're looking to open in June. And they're going to have an outdoor seating area right along the creek there. And I'm excited about having them there, and the different activities and events they're going to be bringing into the community, including some bike events and all. So that's a great thing to help promote downtown, and to everybody take advantage of the community, because we're going to have 10 restaurants downtown.
Wow.
When those all take place. So one of our big issues and challenges is parking.
Right.
And you may have seen in the past we've had a parking deck proposal submitted by JS Capital that was looked at. Now we're looking at possibility of a parking deck, feasibility of a deck on children's parking lot.
Okay.
And the DDA will be considering awarding a contract to do a feasibility study from a firm out of Kalamazoo to look at what it would take and how it could be designed to maximize parking as an option. So that's exciting. We are, in the meantime, moving on with parking issues downtown, better managing what we have by the time restrictions for customers and addressing employees and residents, and we're trying to better manage that. We've got a couple new things coming in play, and including new technology where instead of using chalk to mark tires and keep people complying with the 2-hour, now we have 6-hour lots coming that will keep the turnover happening. So again, it's the customers we want to make succeed. Employees, it's important, they need to park further away, especially on evenings and weekends, and the residents, of course, we need to accommodate them, of course. So we're excited about great things happening there, and see where that leads us with these. Again, we're going to be doubling our dining seats downtown.
Yeah, and that's something very interesting because for many, many years, my family and I moved here in the late 90s, and we had 2 choices of restaurants downtown. 3, we'll say 3. I don't want to disrespect anyone. And now we're going to have 10, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I guess that's awesome.
Yes.
For many, many years, again, no disrespect to the salons and the photographers, we were sort of known as the downtown with photography studios and salons.
Right.
We had plenty of both.
Wow.
Now we have lots of restaurants and other, and 20 Front Street obviously is a great draw.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So what do you attribute that to? What do you think is making kind of this resurgence of our downtown?
Well, I think the location, obviously the lake and the creek, the trails, there's activities that people want to enjoy. Remember, we were a resort community when we started, and we're getting back to that again, which is exciting in a healthy way. And then people more wanting to get out away from, remember, we were considered in the country, which we're not really, but they think we are. And so you can go out, instead of going further upstate, you can go right here in Lake Orion and have a great time, as we know, living as a vacation. Well, it's true.
And thanks, because we are really highlighting at our State of the Township on March 27th that we're living as a vacation. You know, even though we've experienced a lot of growth in our downtown and in the township, we're living as a vacation. And you know, also as the Detroit, I think it was the Detroiters, the sitcom, they actually talked about Lake Orion, it ain't that far.
Right.
So we aren't really out in the country anymore. So the restaurant scene, the development scene is happening in downtown.
Right.
The DDA, the Downtown Development Authority, is very active. You and I both serve on the DDA. One of the things I think that's interesting that people should know, that if you're watching, you could help us with, is we're trying to really market our downtown. Not just to the residents that live here in the township and the village, but really Southeast Michigan, because of the restaurant scene, because of 20 Front Street, because of the trails. So we've created this branding campaign, which we're saying #Experience Lake Orion. So as you're taking pictures and stuff, either if you're out on the lake or if you're visiting 20 Front Street or having dinner at Lockhart's, taking pictures and posting that on social media, Facebook and Instagram, will help kind of build the brand. That's one of the things we're trying to have some consistency. Other communities in Southeast Michigan do really well at that, and that's something we're trying to catch up to. What else would you, someone that is not from the area, you know, what's your little elevator pitch to talk about our community?
Well, you mentioned about branding marketing. They hired a new firm, New Moon Visions. So we're going to be helping promote, and there's short snips on the website now, let people know what's exciting things, or enjoyable things are here. And for example, Greens Park, we just had a Parks and Rec meeting the other night, and we're looking to make that more available and known to people. Last year we came in with $1 per admission fee. Well, we're keeping the $1 per person admission fee, and we're going to having kayak and paddleboarding rentals this year.
Oh, that's great.
And more activities, again, for the people on the lake, as well as people wanting to come and visit.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an additional, where it's a vacation, come, let's go take in kayaking, swimming, paddleboarding, fishing, and we got volleyball and basketball and other things just in the park itself, let alone the trail. And then, of course, our great downtown with all the shops and dining. So it's a great time to come in and relax and enjoy a great historic community as well.
Yeah, and parking, you're going to hear a lot about parking. It's a good problem for a community to have, is a parking problem. So there's a lot of new signage around downtown. That's hopefully, awesome. If you are from the area and you're watching this, there are lots of parking areas, lots of places to park besides parallel parking on the streets. And there's a lot of new signage out now that will help direct you to those public parking lots, correct?
Yes.
And is it still free to park in downtown Lake Orion?
Yes, it is. Free parking everywhere. So Children's Lot now has the new Arts Center lot. There's 19 new spaces right down there by the new fire station.
Yeah, so that's a really cool thing. Yeah, we run it. We had a very successful fire station renovation, and that we kind of put some additional parking spots there, which also is the trailhead to the Paint Creek Trail, which is part of the Iron Bell Trail. And the Iron Bell Trailhead. Now, we've been told we were designated as a Iron Bell Trailhead. So that's exciting for us. We just learned that this past week. Congratulations.
And, we're going to be looking to help promote that again. Another reason to come here for your vacation and time. and come every week. And enjoy it.
Absolutely. And we put some, if you haven't got to experience the new public restrooms.
Yes, that's
they're
awesome.
open year-round at the fire station, Fire Station
And
1. Beautiful new look, new facade, but on the south end of that building or the back side, there are public restrooms. There's signs that direct you there, so you don't have to use the Porta-John anymore.
And you got 20 Front Street down there with the creamery, so you can get your ice cream taste going as well as great dining downtown. And of course, you got Nuts About Chocolate Shop. So there's lots of unique shops and activities to take and enjoy downtown.
Well, I am so excited. I'm personally moving back closer to downtown because there's a lot of excitement there. Thanks for all your excitement and what you do for our community and for our village.
Happy.
If you, as we kind of wrap this segment, what's the one thing that you would say you're most excited about in 2019 for our downtown?
Well, certainly the opening of the 4 new buildings.
Right.
It'd be awesome. It's going to really make a difference downtown. The 4-story building with the apartments, and there's going to be more development that will result from that. So it's exciting to get those businesses, new businesses open. That's the big thing to look at for this coming next few months.
Right. Well, awesome. Joe, thank you. Thanks for all you do for our community,
Well,
and thanks
glad to
for
help out
joining
anyway.
us today. Alana, as you can see, we're very busy here, and so we're going to throw it back to you so I can let Joe go back to work and do all the great things he's doing. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Chris. For more information about the Village of Lake Orion, you can visit lakeorion.org. All Village Council meetings are recorded by Orion Neighborhood Television. You can visit oriontv.org to view our Government Access Program guide or watch our meetings on demand. We're halfway through the school year, and Lake Orion Community Schools takes this time to recognize the exceptional teachers in the district. This year's Elementary School Teacher of the Year is Erin Kawamoto, a kindergarten teacher at Stadium Drive Elementary. In this next segment, we'll hear from Kawamoto about Lake Orion's kindergarten program and what makes it special.
Hi, I'm Erin Kawamoto. I teach kindergarten at Stadium Drive Elementary. I've taught here for about 16 years, and I just want to let you know a little bit about kindergarten and what it entails. As you can see right now, the kids in my class, they're working at Writer's Workshop, which is an area that we work on every day in kindergarten. It's where students are able to write at their own level. Right now my students are working on how-to books, and as you can see, they're working all over the room in areas that are best for them and working on. Some kids are working in small groups. Our kindergarten reading interventionist is also working with us. She's pushing in and working with the kids in small groups who might need a little extra support, because in kindergarten we really work with the kids where they are at academically and socially and emotionally as well. We have a wonderful literacy program here in Lake Orion, and we work on Reader's Workshop every day too, where the children are able to read at their own level as well as write. We also have a huge phonics instruction program too that we have started, that we have phonics every day to teach the children letters and sounds, and then that sort of evolves over the course of the year. We usually start with rhyming, letters and sounds, and then we move on to learning about snap words or high frequency words that they might find in the books that they read. And it sort of grows and develops over the year. Kindergarten is a really large area where you will see a lot of growth and development with the children throughout the entire year. And in Lake Orion, we really pride ourselves in working with where the students are and helping them grow from where they come from kindergarten. Some students come from preschool, some students, this is their first school experience, and we really try to meet them where they are and work with them on whatever they need help with. Other aspects of our day, besides our literacy in kindergarten, is we also focus on math instruction as well as science and social studies units throughout the entire year, and these are spread out throughout the year that we introduce them with students in our curriculum. We also work really hard at really working on social and emotional needs in kindergarten, teaching them how to get along with others, how to really learn in the school environment. A lot of the first part of the year is really like routines and rituals in the classroom and in school to get them to feel comfortable and feel that school is a real safe place to be and succeed in their lives. We also have a daily special where the students go to, and these things range from going to art class or music class, gym class, or media class, where they get a chance to have another specialist teacher teach them in one of those skills. One thing that makes our kindergarten program very special is that we do follow the Common Core curriculum that is specific to Lake Orion, where all of the kindergartens across all of the districts are teaching the same things and following the curriculum. So every kindergartner in Lake Orion is getting exposed to the same types of things. Kindergarten is also a full day program. The students are in school for a full almost 8 hours a day, and we also offer before and after school care for parents who need it.
For more information about the kindergarten program, you can visit lakeorionschools.org/kindergarten. On March 19th, there's a 2019-2020 Kindergarten Roundup registration at the Clerk building. It runs from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and also 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. There are no appointments required, so stop on by during one of those time periods for some great information and register your little ones. In our final segment, Orion Township Clerk Penny Schultz will share information about services and resources the clerk's office provides residents.
Hello everybody, I'm Penny Schultz, your Orion Township Clerk, and this is a great opportunity to share some highlights with you of some things that are happening in the clerk's office. We do not have an election in 2019, so all of you can put away your voter registration cards, but I do want to share some information about what you can expect in 2020. We will have 3 major elections, the presidential primary in March. We'll also have an August election and a November general election. So we are always looking for election inspectors who want to work full day, which is 6 o'clock in the morning until about 9 o'clock at night. If you're interested in being an election worker, please give us a call at 248-391-0304, extension 4001. We have almost 28,100 registered voters in our community, and we want to make sure that everyone votes. It's very important that your voice is heard, and one of the ways that you can do that is be sure you're registered to vote, but also get out there in the precincts on election day. A new law changed for Michigan, effective 2019 elections, where anyone, for any reason, as long as you're a registered voter, can request an absent voter ballot. You no longer have to select a reason to vote absentee. So look for more updates regarding our absent voter balloting process, and we'll be sure to keep you informed as these elections approach for 2020. Something very special in the clerk's office is our community resource tab. Kelly Camo is working hard to make sure that we've got the information updated for you. So hit our website at oriontownship.org and go to the community resource tab. That's oriontownship.org, community resource tab. And there's a bunch of information on there for you. Perhaps you're struggling or a loved one is struggling with addiction. We've got information on there to help you. If you're having a mental health crisis, there's information on that community resource tab to assist you getting to the agencies that can help you. Another group that's on there is North Oakland Community Coalition. I serve on that board, and we are working really hard to make sure that our students, our kids in Lake Orion, know about drug and alcohol prevention skills. We're in all of the Lake Orion schools, and that's very important to educate our kids in prevention. So go to the website, you'll find information on the community resource tab regarding food, if you're needing a food or shelter, if you're struggling in any area where we can help you. There's also Bernstein link where you can get assistance for healthcare or dental care services. We want to make sure that Orion Township is providing up-to-date information. So hit that website, find out what's out there, share it with your friends and your neighbors, and let them know that that's available. So in the clerk's office, we are responsible for tracking the finances for the township. We have millions of dollars of funds that come to the township throughout the process of the year or the millage rates, and we want to make sure that those dollars are being accounted for. So in the clerk's office, we're paying the bills, we're making sure that they're approved expenditures by the Board of Trustees, and we're tracking where those dollars are going. And we're very transparent, so anytime you want to know what's being spent or where the money is going, where your money is going, you can look at our records at any time, and we'll be happy to provide that for you. We're also the record keepers for the township. We know where every document is. Julia Steimel is really good at finding a needle in a haystack, so to say, and she makes sure that we have all of our records, because transparency is very important. So perhaps you want to know something about your home, or you need some history or building permit plans regarding that. Take a look at what's online for Freedom of Information requests, and we will be happy to process those requests for you. It's an exciting day in Orion Township when you have everyone around you working hard to serve the residents. And on any given day, we have people come through our doors wanting services, and we're here to provide that for you. I'm thankful for this opportunity to share a few things with you. If you need more information, please give me a call. I'll be happy to meet with you. Thank you.
For more information about the clerk's office and the resources mentioned in this segment, visit oriontownship.org. Don't forget, the State of the Township is coming up on March 27th. It will be held at Woodside Church. Doors will open at 8:30 a.m. with a reception to follow. The State of the Township will also be replayed on Orion Neighborhood Television later in the week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.